I think we're good. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Cows for Cosmos. I am streaming, so just forgive me for all the differences here, right, and for the shaking of the camera, because I've got this little tripod sitting on my table right now, and I'm just sitting here watching the rest of the hall finish their setup. So we're going to do some personal reads this morning for you guys. I should have brought my glasses. Actually, do I have my glasses? I might have my glasses, but hopefully I'll be able to see the freaking comments, because you guys know I am blind as a bat. Blind as a bat. Can you guys let me know if you guys can hear me properly? Am I too loud? Because I don't want to like shout. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be quiet up here. So me and Paul, if there's you guys who remember Paul, my friend who we've done readings before together on the channel, me and Paul, the two Leos, are on the stage together today. So we're up high and we can see everything that's going on around us at the moment, which is it's pretty cool. So Paul's just floating around doing a whole lot of nothing at the moment. He's good at walking around with a cheesy grin on his face. Hey Crystal, how are you? If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. Again, this is not my usual setup. I'm actually in McLaren Vale in South Australia, so it's freaking so beautiful out here. A lot of wineries out here, a lot of awesome places to eat here as well. Like the air just fucking tastes different out here, doesn't it, Paul? The air tastes different. Want to come say hi? Paul's out here like, hey. So guys, if you are, yeah, you can. Yeah, if you guys are looking to get a small little personal mini read, we're going to be doing that for probably about the next, I don't have a watch on, probably about the next hour, maybe a little bit less. So I just wanted to jump on because I'm probably going to be off after here for a few days. How are you, Lena Ballerina, my beautiful girl? But sure, Krista, if you would like to ask a question, please pop your question in. Okay. All right. Oy. I'm so excited to like see all the rest of the stalls set up. There's some pretty amazing stalls out here. So South Australia's spiritual community is massive here. So these events run roughly about monthly. This is just the Queen of Wands Psychic Fair, which runs about monthly. There are other fairs or other markets and events that do run in Adelaide too. So we do tend to have quite a large active spiritual community, which is really, really cool. Yeah. Feelings of a person. You want to know the feelings of a person of interest. His initials, T. I mean, I don't really care what his initials are, but I'm joking. Don't anybody get offended if you guys are new here, man. Just roll with it. All right, let's have a look. What's T feeling about you, Crystal? What's the T on T? Bella, how are you? Am I single? I'm glad you wrote it in all caps, man. Glad you wrote it in all caps for me to see it. Single, bilingual, fucking just out here in the community, ready to mingle. All right, Crystal, let's have a look. The feelings of T. Ooh. Okay. It looks like to me, I don't know if there's been something in the past here, Crystal, where maybe either you, I know you or this person's manifested something, right? But I feel like there's something here that's, somebody needs to level something out. So how does he feel, right? Could see you as a counterpart energy, right? So I got to cover up all the naked bits, but, oh my God. But at the moment, it's like you got your back to each other, right? So he's got his back towards you at the moment. How does he feel about Crystal Spirit? Too many. Let's take that one, Spirit said. So he could be feeling a little bit conflicted about his feelings. Okay, this could be because maybe he's still a little bit stuck in the past. He could also be a little bit intimidated of you at the moment, Crystal. If you are quite a headstrong or quite, I want to say, not, I don't want to say cold, right? I just want to say, like, if you've got like strong boundaries, he could be feeling those strong boundaries, but there's some sort of chaos potentially with his past that's showing up here for him. So he could feel maybe like either you're holding back or he's holding back from you. Okay, he could feel like maybe you're a little bit defensive. Yeah, something here that he feels is one-sided. Something about one-sided energy here. He could also feel like he doesn't have something to offer here, Crystal, right? So I don't know if he's, again, struggling with his finances here, right? So he could be trying to recover from something. Again, I'm just getting this past. He's sitting somewhere in his past here. So I don't know, is there some sort of other party involved or something from his past that's still in his present energy that he's dealing with? It does look like whatever's happening here, though, he is going through some sort of rebirth, but either he's feeling like he needs to be smart and keep his boundaries up, or this is how he's seeing you as the Queen of Swords. Okay, he could be seeing you as being a little bit held back here as well. Give me one more thing over here, Spirit. Can we not? Can we not do that, Spirit? All right, take that one. Okay. Looks like he wants to move forward. Okay, not necessarily towards you. I'm getting this energy of him just wanting to move forward in life after making maybe some bad decisions. So, he is ready to go on some sort of new beginning, new journey, right? But I feel like it's either he's seeing you as somebody he needs to hold back from at the moment, or he's seeing you as being somebody who's a little bit defensive. So take what resonates, babe. But it does look like he's trying to get his emotions in check at the moment as well, okay? There's, some sort of conflict from his past, or conflicting energy, conflicting feelings. He could have mixed feelings at the moment as well. What up, party people? Are we partying, are we? We're not all like you, Ralph. Chilling for a few. Bella, we got Banana, Simrex, I was about to say Marie, Amber, Amby Bambi. I know everyone's names are showing up a bit retarded still. How is everybody? You guys doing good? If anybody else would like to jump on the list, man, jump on. This is a very distracting environment. I'm distracted. I don't get a chance to miss these fuckers, unfortunately. How do you stop somebody from vandalizing the house I'm in? You remove the metal flashing. Well, there's a few ways that you could do that. Call the police. Get a restraining order, get an intervention order, an AVO, or whatever you guys. I don't know where you're from, Sandra, but I would say, like, you have the legal system. This isn't a tarot question, right? This is like, sorry to say, Sandra, but like you're probably new here, and that's fine. So we do things a little bit different here, but you don't need tarot for that. What you need to do is call law enforcement, report it to the police, deal with it in the way that is very easily available to deal with that. Get cameras, fucking pepper spray, a taser, stab it. No, I'm just joking, don't stab anybody. But you don't need tarot for that. You don't need tarot for that. You need to, you need to call the police. Well, then get cameras. I know, I get it. I get that it's stressing you out, but like tarot, you need to make a decision about this on how to make that happen. Spirit can't, go, just put salt around your perimeter and, like he'll stop vandalizing your house, he, she, whoever it is. But, yeah, there's that as well. But definitely cameras, right? Get a camera. Put it from the letterbox. Get a, like when somebody crosses the perimeter of the driveway or something where the bell goes off and you can get up and take some photos. I don't know, but yeah, that's not really a... Sorry, but Spirit aren't going to get me to pull cards on that. Do you know them? Well, probably. You probably know them. It could be somebody from your past. Let's have a look. Do you know them? That's a good... At least that's a question we can ask, right? That's a question we can ask. But how you deal with it? Well, we've got to just be logical about how we deal with these things, right? Does Sandra know this person? This could have been somebody, yeah, from your past, right? There's somebody that's emotionally unstable. King of Cups in the reverse. Doesn't have to be a water sign. It's just somebody that's a little bit emotionally unhinged, per se, right? Yeah, nanny cam. That's a good idea. Martin, how are you, darling? Shauna, who else is in here? Fuck. The screen's going too fast for me. Gala. Twinkle Love. Do I know who? Do I know you? Who are you? It's so hard, man, with these the at names, people's at names showing up instead of their actual like chosen screen name. It's so annoying. I've got to stop myself from spending money today because like there's going to be some like freaking amazing stalls. Although I could really do with some more crystals. I tend to like give all the ones that I had from when I was jewelry making away. And I don't know if you guys saw the post of the all the candles and shit that I made. So that will be available soon on the Etsy store as well. So you'll be able to buy them in like bundles. So you get like the more you buy, the less you'll pay kind of thing. So for those of you guys that don't want to have to buy all the different shit to do basic candle magic, I've got a whole bunch that I'm preparing for different scenarios. Just remember, guys, when you are using any kind of divination for manifesting, please make sure you don't be specific, right? Don't try to go against somebody's free will. Okay. Yeah, we don't do shit like that up in here. There are so many people unhinged. But who would like to jump on the list next, guys? I don't know if I'm allowed to light candles in here. I'd like to light my candle, to be honest. I did make myself a nice little like cleansing spray. So we've got salt water in here. We've got frankincense oil. We've got black pepper oil, clove oil, and rosemary. So I call this like my fuck off bad shit spray. All the bad shit can just fuck off. I was ringing the bell in here earlier, but I think I was annoying people. Is your ex coming back? I think they already do come back. Simrex, they already have come back. At least two of them in the past few months anyway have. Oh. All right, let's have a look. Let's just do a little, you're not tech savvy. Well, you could always, do you have any kids? Usually kids are pretty good at, kids tend to be pretty good at this sort of shit these days, right? With technology. One got a very firm blocking. Well, the other one likes to creep up every, 10 years, couple of years. With their new profiles on Facebook. I didn't see your kid. Let me go back up, girl. Hold up, Shauna. What's going on with your neighbours? All right, let's have a look. Neighbours. Everybody needs good neighbours, hey? I've got the most terrible neighbours. Thank God I live in a corner, and I've only got one set of neighbours on next to me. What's in the okay? Hang on, let me get back up because I feel like Gala. Yeah, Gala. Week ahead. Then we got Amber. What's in the shadows? Who's that creeping in my window? What's in the shadows? Probably your shadow too, babe, but I'm just being a fuckwit today. Yeah, we've got Shauna. So, Shauna, let's have a look. What's going on with your neighbours? I packed way too much for today. Way too much. And that's funny, right? So I notice, the tarot community on YouTube is very, very different to the spiritual community here in my actual state. Very, very different to the Facebook spiritual community too. So I brought a whole bunch of cards that I probably won't use because I probably won't need to read into hectic karmic situations. Okay, so what's going on with your neighbours, man? Somebody a little bit overbearing. Have you got an overbearing neighbour out there, Shauna? What's going on here? So I don't know. Is this neighbour of yours in some sort of connection here, a long-term connection with somebody? I'm getting like they could be. I don't know. Do they have a lot of arguments or something? Everybody needs good neighbours. What is going on with the neighbours? It looks like to me like, I don't know, your neighbour, or it could be, I don't know, just a little bit in the overbearing energy, right? So we've got a Queen of Wands coming out in the reverse. So, I don't know, somebody gets very, very angry, a little bit aggressive. Okay, so there could be a long-term investment. I don't know that somebody in the household is kind of like going a little bit back and forth on, somebody's a little bit worn out. I'm just getting like they got problems. They got some problems. They got some problems. I don't think it's with you though, right? I don't feel like it's with you. I don't feel like the neighbours have got anything to do with you. Yeah, there's just something out of balance here in your neighbour's energy here. We've got number 6 in reverse. So out of balance with responsibility. There's no compassion or cooperation of whatever's happening in the household. Like, this is just somebody who's a bit underdeveloped here. Well, that's what it is, right? Negative energies, that's all it is. Well, yeah, I don't know what's, if it's directed towards you, the energy is not really showing up. So, again, this could just be the way this person comes off because of their own problems. I don't feel like there's anything intentionally directed towards you. It's this person's other problems that makes them behave the way that they behave, right? So, I don't know, maybe avoid the neighbour. You might want, in your case, you might want to salt your perimeter, cleanse your space. But I'm not getting anything that it's directed towards you per se. But if they are acting some sort of way, it's because of their own relationship situation. So that's all you can do is cleanse your space, right? Cleanse your space and keep your distance. But yeah, it's got nothing to do with you. It's got all to do with their own situation here, and being a little bit overwhelmed and burnt out and stressed out and in their head. But yeah, don't take it personally, whatever it is. I wouldn't take it personally. Just I'd ignore it personally. But yeah, again, I'm not getting. I think this person's just. It's just something about this person I'm not getting anything about their intention, right? Or like intentional. This person could be very, very unaware, right? Very, very unaware. They're just, again, like just a bit of a fucking stick in the mud, really, right? Somebody who gets a bit on the angry side, right? Their emotions are just out of balance. Like they're not a very clear thinker, you know? Not very logical, not very clear at thinking. But yeah, I'm still not getting anything that it's directed at you at any level. It's just this person. And whoever they're connected to, all right? So they just make bad decisions, right? They just make this person just makes bad decisions. That's what it is, right? So I would keep your distance, right? Just don't engage with that, right? Don't engage with that. All right, Gala, week ahead. Oof. I don't know why I had to spread your. Have I got wings on my back over here? Something could be taking off for you, Gala, this week, or there could be some sort of I don't know, something that's again in flight, in motion. There's something in motion. Something could be moving forward, moving away even, right? So there could be wicked energies, right, that are taking flight out of your energy this week, Gala. It's weird being in a new space and yeah. So whoever these yeah, look at that. So whoever these these energies were. Right, we got Knight of Swords in reverse. Right, it looks like either you're energetically moving away from them, or they're just like they're being like moved on. Right, things are moving along. Okay, so I feel like the week ahead you're going to feel a little bit less stressful. DR, how are you, darling? Amber, yeah, you're going to feel a little bit less stressful. Okay, this is people that look at that, girl. Check this out. Check that out. That's the energy, right? Queen of Cups in the reverse. Four of Wands. Okay, so I don't know. It's like this energy is being told to move on. Be right back. Go and eat dinner. Enjoy your dinner, babe. Enjoy your dinner. I feel like there's the energy is like lightning. The energy is like moving off this week. So that's a good thing. Okay, that is a good thing. Give me one more, Spirit. Yes, there's going to be like reasons to celebrate this energy, right? So there's also, again, you being emotionally fulfilled with the friendships and the connections that you've already got this week as well. Okay, no regrets, baby. So yeah, you could be again like feeling a little bit like you're in recovery at the moment as well, like recovering from that shit that's been happening. So I like that energy for you. I like that too. Want to do you, Carrie? That's very forward, babe. Do I want to do you? I don't know. Do I want to do you? I'll put you on the list, Amber. Would you like to go on the wrist? Oh, on the wrist there. Ooh, slap on the wrist. Shit, slap on the wrist. Interesting, because I'm about to read for the other Amber, right? Amber Bambi. Slap on the wrist, right? What's in the shadows? I don't know. Bambi, I'm going to call you Bambi, baby. Bambi, there could be, again, some sort of change in the situation, right? Something that you're not seeing at the moment, right? A slap on the wrist? What's this slap on the wrist with? What's the slap on the wrist about? Yeah, I know, right? I'm like, what the hell? Whatever this slap on the wrist is, I don't know. It could be in the Temperance with the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like whatever it is, right, it's gonna balance itself out. But this could be something to do with work. So it could be somebody around you as well, right? Somebody that you work with could be getting some sort of slap on the wrist, or I don't know. Have you been disciplined at work recently or something? You know what you want, Amber? Do you? Stop it. Stop it. Yeah, I don't know. What is this, right? So. I don't know whether maybe something's going to be coming up, like coming up for you. I don't know why I just got a month, like within the next month or next month. There could be a situation at work where there's some sort of conflict here, right? Some sort of battle going on, some sort of chaos going on, and there could be somebody that gets a little bit aggressive, even maybe. Like I'm just getting like like somebody's gonna fight. I don't know. You could be fighting with somebody right at work. I swear, everyone out here is like looking at me like, what the fuck is she doing? I'm like, because these people aren't YouTubers, right? These people aren't YouTubers out here. Yeah, I don't know, right? What is that? What is that? What's going on there? We've got Aries, Gemini energy there. So, slap on the wrist, right? So I don't know. There could be again maybe some sort of I'm going to say some sort of consequences to actions here. Okay, but either way, it's like it is going to balance it out, right? So I don't know if this is your energy or somebody that you're going to deal with, babe, right? I've got no idea if there's somebody that you can deal with. But look, yeah, it looks like there's going to be some sort of battle here, right? Some sort of something going on. Whoever this person is, right? It could be a very bit of a cold person, right? They could be a little bit impulsive, and I'll split that right. It's going to happen too. I think this is I feel like somebody's going to, I don't know, try and wound you, right? Try and create some sort of energy here. But we've got somebody here who's like, quite full on, right? But very, very cold. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like saying expect a battle, right? Expect a battle. It could also be though that Spirit are creating some sort of change, or something's going to happen here that changes some sort of circumstances so that something balances out before something even gets to it. I'm getting that. I don't know why I'm getting that as well, right? Something being changed before, right? It's like so that you're defended, protected. But I don't know. Again, it's just like. Just be prepared for a fight, girl. Just be prepared for a fight. You have a manifestation question. How do you stay focused on being the high vibe when there are toxic people in the energy? Ralph, I'm going to answer this straight up, homie, because you've surrounded yourself in so many fucking tarot channels out there, right? Like, I'm sorry, Virgo, right? But you don't need to fucking know everything about everything in the whole community, right? Follow one or two readers, right? Have your one or two crews. But the problem is that you've surrounded yourself in so many fucking energies with these people, right? You've got a bubbly personality, you're likable, right? And then as soon as somebody doesn't get away with you, right? It's like all eyes on fucking Ralph and all let's attack Ralph. That's your problem, dude, right? You've spread yourself too far out here on the YouTube tarot community, and it's having its impact, right? And look, I don't know whether I tried to subtly hint that to you a few times, right? But you needed to pull your energy back a long time ago, right? You did, okay? So you need to, it's about setting yourself free, dude, all right? You get to decide who you're around. So it's discipline, man. You just need to be hard on yourself. You need to maybe have other goals, distraction tools, things like that. I got a lesson a few weeks ago, much needed. What lesson did you get? What lesson did you get, baby? Who was next? Who am I reading for next, by the way? But yeah, that's Ralph, we don't need tarot for that, man. We just need to be logical about it, right? We just need to be logical about, again, how much energy we spend in all these different places, different spaces, like. I've been spending and I love it when it pops up on my phone, like, oh, you've used your phone 4 hours less this week. And I'm like, fuck yeah, you know, right? Because I'm not sitting there investing my energy into shit that is pointless. You know, the more times you sit there, guys, right, and, you know, seek confirmations and this, that, and the other and all that sort of shit, you know what you're not doing? You're not doing all the shit that you've already been told to focus on, right? And it's about getting discipline, right? It's about really, really disciplining yourself and keeping yourself accountable. All right, Amber, what am I doing with you, babe? I don't want to leave the question like that. What am I reading for you? Not what am I doing with you? What am I reading for you, baby? Good. You've got to keep that boundary, right? You've got to keep that boundary. I mean, that's wow, Bob. I'm fucking sitting down. I could have a fucking ass the size of a fridge back here, but thank you. Appreciate that. Love that. I needed the validation. Thank you. I mean, hot's not something that, yeah, anyway. But thanks, Bob. General, what is that? Full moon energy, how to heal that? Okay. So hang on, wait. We're doing general or how to heal something? Which one are we doing? I mean, look, Gal, I don't know why you removed that. He wasn't wrong. They are great. They nourish 2 fucking children. That's what boobs are for, right? Breasts are for breastfeeding, right? They're not for babies like Bob, right? Giant babies. But thanks, Bob. Thanks for the input there, buddy. You know, Bob, you can probably go get your own set of tits, mate, and stop harassing women. It's much better for the world if you just did that. Heal my wound. Okay, how to utilize it? Okay. Oof. Fuck Amber, I love you. I feel like I always have to say this before I do your readings, right? Because there's such a duality within your energy of I can talk to you I'm about to whoop your fucking ass spiritually, verbally, but I also have this bit where I have to be mindful about being gentle and not triggering as well, right? But the problem is, right, is that you've got the inner wisdom, Amber, right? You're not stupid, right? This is the thing, right? You're not stupid at all, by any fucking means, right? And this is the thing, right? With Aquarius energy coming out here, right? Intelligence. You're so fucking intelligent, right? You have so much information, so much knowledge, so much wisdom. But the problem is that you don't take the action that you know you're meant to. You know, you're not reflecting back on the things that you've either done in the past and then making different choices, or you're not looking back at the ideas that you haven't already put into play. It's like you're still ungrounded here. right? Still a little bit ungrounded because you're not, again, it's like, I don't know whether the emotions are like putting more thoughts. It's like we're going through, I keep getting like this, like we go through this and this, right? But you need to question the first thoughts that you have. What? I don't need it. I've got my book. But thank you. Paul's just brought me out. No, take it back now. Don't just leave it. Look, like you're creating mess on my table, Paul. It's just you've got such a wise mind when you want to, Amber, right? Like such a wise mind, right? And you know, right? It's like you don't actually need to be told, right? You don't need to be told. What you need more so is a little bit of discipline, right? A little bit of discipline when it comes to keeping yourself accountable to the plans that you've made, right? Because it's like you want change, but it's not always about being positive though either, babe, right? It's about recognizing like, you know, it's not always about being positive. It's more so about being disciplined here, right? Being disciplined enough to make the changes, to stay committed to those changes. But it's like if we want to change and then we don't actually make those changes, and again, it's because there's this thing where it happens where like it's like you listen to the first thought. The first thought then makes you feel some type of way, right? And then it puts your emotions out of balance, and then you can't think logically. Then you can't sit there and have the discipline to focus on what it is that you need to. Okay, so you know, you also need to spend some time trying to expand spiritually, right? So utilizing more of the spiritual tools as well that you've got, so that you can expand, right? Use your spirituality to expand, right? It's you got to find that balance, right? But it's like you've got the intellect, right? You know the information, you've got access to the information, you know where to find it, you know how to get to it. But it's like you have this first thought of, oh, it's all too hard, right? And the all too hard makes you feel disheartened and sad. And then you get that lack of energy, you get that lowering of your energy, and then you can't muster up that momentum, right, to then sit there and go, okay, now how am I going to find the solutions? What choices am I going to make to move forward? And the thing is, Amber, I feel like you need to change everything all at once, and you don't need to change it all at once. You just need to start with what's most important, right? For me, right, the most important thing when I had to start on my journey was taking accountability for all the fucked shit I had done in the past, right? My behavior towards other people, my behavior that landed me in my fucking situation, the people that I'd hurt, right? And the reason why they were treating me the way they were. Like, that's where I first started. Then I started, you know, going, okay, now I need to look at what do I need to clear out in order to reach the goals that I want to reach, right? So I had to work through my insecurities about myself, right? My fear of being seen, being on camera, being heard, all that sort of stuff, the fear of judgment. I had to work through and chip away at those things. Then came all the business ideas. Then I could action those, but it's a process. You can't just change it all overnight, right? For some people, yes, you will have like an overnight awakening, right? But it doesn't mean your entire life changes. It just means the way that you start to navigate through life changes. But when you have that first thought, Amber, and it tells you like, oh, this is too hard, this is too this, right? And then before it even gets into here and starts, you know, like poisoning your heart space, stop yourself and go, hang on a minute. Is that true? Is that logical? Like, is there potentially something else here that's the true answer, right? So start questioning your thoughts, guys, right? Because the first thought that we always have is automatic, right? We've got to question the first thought that we have because it's, you know, like, and it doesn't happen as much to me now as it used to, right? But like everything was like, you know, the first thing in the morning I'd wake up like everything's fucked. And when you wake up saying everything's fucked straight away, do you know what's going to happen to your day? Everything's going to be fucked. But I would wake up and go, hang on, why am I saying that? Is it really fucked? I just woke up. Like I just woke up, you know what I mean? So start trying to catch your thoughts before they start like getting into your heart space and making you feel disheartened, because then you're like, well, what's the fucking point? Why would I bother doing it? Like, but it's hard, man. I know it's not fucking easy. And look, I had no fucking choice, right? It was either get on this path or have the fucking potential for my whole life to fall apart and me to never have gotten to the start of my destiny, right? My destined path. So there is something here with what you're meant to be doing with work and career here, right? But with personal relationships in the reverse, right? It's like you're meant to be working with people, right? Healing other people, but you've got to learn to heal your own relationships first. You've got to learn to let go of like the shit with your mum, the guilt with your daughter, the whatever you need, right? Because until you can start to not give a fuck about all of that shit, it's like how are we supposed to tell people to not give a fuck about XYZ and we're still like, hung up on all the shit that's happened to us over the years? We can't, right? We hold that bitterness and it won't translate properly to other people, right? So, and I feel like that challenge has come up for you, babe, because it's something that you need to heal, right? This is something that you need to, don't worry about the career part, right? But this is something that you need to work on, okay? Those family relationships, those dynamics. Either have it out with her and get what you need, but at some point radical acceptance is going to have to be something that you might have to practice. If she's not going to change, she's not going to accept or take accountability for her behavior, then you are going to have to utilize some really good, and that's the thing, guys, start Googling some shit, right? There's some amazing psychological tools that you guys can find, some amazing resources that you guys can find online that's actually going to help you with this shit. Not everything's like, spiritual, like some things are 3D, our freaking brain, our brain chemistry, the way our brains are wired, and there are actual tools and methods, right, that help us to reprogram our brain. And definitely, right. So I mean, like it was hard for me, man, because it's not like I can speak to my mum about those wounds, right? My mother's passed on, right? It's harder to have it out with somebody who isn't here, right? Maybe it's time to just speak your piece, but not in a way where it's like come from a place of heart, man. You know what I mean? Like guys, Scorpio season, right? You guys got to remember, Scorpio season is a time to get deeper with your emotions and communication as well. Okay, so start having those conversations, right? Be prepared to have those conversations in order to have that growth. There is nothing more beautiful than being able to say what's in the depths of your heart, right? Not worrying about whether you're going to get something back or fuck the expectation. Have no expectation when you express yourself with these things, right? Just start being comfortable expressing those truths and getting them up and out there, because a lot of the times, right, we hold back our feelings and we let them fester, right? And they're like a fucking, it's like a freaking parasite, right, that sits inside of us that just festers and eats away at us bit by bit by bit, because we can't just sit there and go, you know what, this really, and again, don't have no expectation of what the other person is going to do, how they're going to respond, react, none of that, right? But be okay with your feelings and saying, hey, this hurt me, I feel XYZ, right? And again, use I statements. Don't you made me, no, I feel, right? Because nobody can make you feel anything. Because at the end of the day, when you heal from something, that's because you decide to feel something different, right? That's what happens. We decide to feel different about our situation, and therefore that is our healing, right? They don't hold the power. We do, right? It's our choices in everything, right? That makes a difference. So don't go in with an expectation that she's going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, because she's probably not. If she hasn't looked at her shit, well, she's certainly not going to fucking look at the dynamic between you guys, you know? But you have to either accept it, that's how it is, or move away from it, whatever. But if you keep holding it, you're not going to be able to release yourself or release that energy to get yourself in a higher vibration to feel more positive, right? I mean, shit, there's people that don't fucking like me, right? But that's their problem, right? There's shit that I don't like that other people have done. It's on me though, right? So it's my choice how I feel about it. That's your power, baby. That's your power, right? That's your power. And you need to like take that back from all these energies, right? That make you feel, no, they don't make you feel any type of way. They have certain behaviors, right, that don't align with your values, okay, that you feel some type of way about, right? But you can choose to accept that that's where they're at, accept that the past has happened, and go, well, you know what, I've learnt better, it's taught me a lot, and I'm going to make sure that I don't allow these kinds of energies to impact me, how I see myself, what I do moving forward, right? Because we just keep giving our power back to these people. Like, I mean, imagine if I worried about what everybody from the past thought about my past and wasn't here today, right? Like my whole life would fucking suck, right? And for some of you guys, the connections that we've had here on this channel like wouldn't have formed. So if I had still given a shit about all of that, like I couldn't do this, right? but that's okay. That's their opinion. I've had to accept that that's how they see me. That's probably how they're always going to see me. It's not how I see myself, right? But I'm also the kind of person that's proactively trying to change, right? So, you know, just start with something small though, right? Start with that one small change, man. And like, you've got to get discipline on it. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm going to do it for a couple of days and then kind of excuse yourself when you slip off, right? You know, you got to stay consistent, right? We've got to keep, you know, this is the thing, right? We love to keep everybody else accountable, but when it comes to ourselves and our own shit that we've got to do, it's like, oh, like we'll let ourselves slide, but then we'll hold it to everybody else. Oh, like you didn't do, or they're not doing X, Y, Z. It was like, but are we staying consistent to what we're supposed to be doing? And that's the only thing that we need to focus on is what we're doing. I know it's hard, man, because it's just like sometimes you don't know where to start. You know, you don't know where to start. But like, seriously, I'd hate to see some people out here have to get to my rock bottom, right? Like, trust me, man, you don't want to go to fucking lock up, man, to have to learn your lessons. It's not the place you want to be, man, to have to learn that you need to address the you parts, not the external, right? Like, it's not everybody else's fault. And I remember, right, because I had to get my ex to fucking come and pick up those kids, man, when I got fucking raided, right? And I just looked at him and I'm like, because I knew now the repercussions and the consequences of my actions and how that was going to play out for fuck knows how long. And I just looked at him and I'm like, I'm so fucking sorry. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was, because I knew now how much my choices, my mindset, right, my doubts, my fears, and thinking that I couldn't do what I'm doing right now and be successful. No, I had to go down a lower vibrational path and do some fuck shit, right? Like I knew how that was going to impact everybody, right? And I had to wear that. I had to take accountability for that. Not blaming him because, you know, we were in a DV relationship and, you know, he was leaving me with all the burden and responsibility. No, I couldn't blame that. I had to blame me and my choices, right, and take accountability. And there's a lot of power in that, right? Because then somebody can't say it to you like, oh, you did no. Take accountability first, you know? If you fuck up out there, guys, right, don't let somebody else have one over on you. Jump in on it first. Be like, oh, actually, you know what? I did do X, Y, Z, right? Fuck them. Beat them to the punch, man, right? It's okay. We're all wrong out here. It doesn't mean finger pointing's any better. But, like, beat them to the punch. Bye, Simmerex. Have a good day. No, have a good night. I'm like, what time of day is it over there? It's like nighttime there. But it's just, I know, babe, it's hard, but like you're gonna have to pull yourself up when you get into that mindset, right? Like when you see yourself slipping, you gotta, you know, you maybe go back to the mirror work, right? Go back to like, you know, Leo vibes way back last year, right? Or beginning of the year, you know, I know who the fuck I am, right? But do you know who you are? Or do you still need to get to know yourself? Okay, because who I was before I went to prison is very, very different to after when I came out. Very, very different. The things that I like, the people that I want around, the things that are part of my spiritual path that used to be a part of my life before I lost interest in. You know, things change. I got to know myself though over the past 2 years to know what I do like, what I don't like, what I will accept, what I won't accept, right? And boundaries, right? But discipline, man. You're gonna have to discipline that mind. Slap your brain around a little bit. Right, spend some time, you know, like just listening to, you know, the right frequencies, whatever it is that you need to, but you're going to have to like bring all the tools together, right? If you're really struggling to make that shift, you're going to have to bring in all the tools, babe. Yeah, see that when you do that, right, stop yourself and at least put on some sort of like healing frequency, 432 megahertz like frequency, right? That'll at least start to alleviate the stress, right? Have timers on your phone. Go, no, okay, you know what? I'm going to sit here for 5 minutes and do that. But then after 5 minutes, when that alarm gets off, I'm getting the fuck up and I'm doing this, right? Don't self-sabotage, right? Don't just sit there and sabotage yourself on this journey by, you know, again, it's like, oh, life is shit. Everyone's treating me like shit. And then we start just treating ourselves like shit on top of it. We can't do that. Yeah, hot showers are good. Going outside, right? Going for a walk. Doing some stretches even, right? But you need to cut the chatter out in your head sometimes and find a good healthy distraction, right? And have them ready to go, right? Have them ready to go. For some of you guys, well, DBT therapy, CBT therapy, right, could actually be a really, really good tool for some of you guys who do struggle to, you know, even if you've got like like autism, ADHD, BPD, right? Any of those kind of things where like your brain likes to fucking just go in overdrive and you literally get fucking frozen. It's like you're frozen in time, unable to move, no, not CBT. No, what you need is, that'll help heal the body, but what you need is you need to learn, right, how to set yourself up with tools, like fail-safe, right? So have things ready to go that when you get into that moment, you're like, that's the tool I use, and bang, I get myself out of it, right? CBT or DBT therapy, right, are fucking brilliant at helping that, right? Because if you don't have some sort of it's like people who go into recovery and don't have a fucking relapse prevention plan, right? It's like if you guys don't have like prevention plans, then you are going to get stuck and you're going to keep doing the same shit over and over and over, wondering why you're not getting anywhere. But you're not, because you're not disciplining yourself enough to create the tools that you need, whatever works for you. Again, everybody has different tools. Some people use like visualization, breathing techniques, whatever the fuck it is, right? We've all got a different one that will help. But if you don't have them there ready to go, well then they're not there to use, are they? So you're going to get into these states and then just sit there frozen in time. We can't be allowing ourselves to do that, right? We have to put things in within reach of us that is going to actually help in the moment. Look, I wish insurance covered a lot, man. But like, if you, dude, I invested over $1,000 just a few months back in that therapy, right? If you're serious about healing and you're serious about your development, like you will find the ways to make certain things happen, right? And that's what I mean. And this is what I say, guys, think about some of the stupid shit that you do spend your money on right now. And I'm not saying you're spending shit on stupid money, right? But think about, and get realistic, guys, about what you fucking put your investments into, right? Smoking, drinking, right? Eating bad fucking food, junk food, feeding yourself with shit, right? Buying unnecessary things, right, to make yourself feel better, like games, right? Like apps and shit like that you don't fucking need, and you just perpetuate this whole cycle of like, oh yeah, I'm doing something, but I'm getting start investing all of that shit, right, into your fucking health and development, right? Because I'm telling you guys, it's important, man. It's important that we do. No, I know, but start trying to look up some of the resources online, right? You definitely have access to the internet. You've got a phone, right? If you've got a computer, even better. But try to find access to that. Go to the library. I'm sure there's plenty of books there, right, that you guys can borrow, right, to read. Okay, reading's great as well to take. For me personally, I prefer to read paper and books than always reading on screen. I hate it, right? But it's like we can make as many excuses as we want to, right? We're living in the digital age here, right? The age of information. There is so much available to us that is completely free, right? But yeah, maybe listening to it's not the best way, Amber, right? Sometimes reading it, right, is what programs it into your brain, okay? Because if you're listening to it and you're not implementing it, then what's the point in listening to it, right? Listening to it for what? Is it going in one ear, though, babe, and out the other, right? So you're going to have to try something different, because if what you've been doing right now isn't working, it means you need to change what you're doing. It's that simple, right? If it doesn't work, we try the next way of doing it. Julie is here. That was so funny that day, man. I was just like Julie, like from fucking Ali G. You're welcome, Divine Fairy. Look, it happens to all of us, man. But when it's like the definition of madness, people, is doing the same thing over and over and getting the same fucking result, right? Are we mad? We're not mad. We're not. Okay, we might have some mental health issues and some trauma, but come on, guys, we've got to get fucking real with ourselves, right? It's time to take a fucking look at ourselves in the mirror and go, am I making excuses, or am I just, oh, this is too hard, that's too hard, da da da. If I put everything in the too hard, and that's what I mean. You guys know a lot about my story. There's a fucking hell of a lot that you guys don't know, right? Man, if I sat there and did the too hard thing, life would have swallowed me whole 1,000 times by now. I don't get to have the excuses of it's too hard, right? You want to get onto your North Node, right? It's about getting out of your comfort zone, Amber. That's what it's about. For all of you guys, you want to get onto your North Node, you're going to have to fucking get uncomfortable. And it is going to get uncomfortable. But that's where the magic happens in growth, right? Sitting in your comfort zone doing like what you think's no, it's not working, right? That's why people aren't getting onto their destined path, man, because you're not willing to actually fucking look at yourself and go, you know what? I'm fucking making excuses, right? I'm holding on to shit I shouldn't. I'm telling myself all these fucking things which I know aren't fucking truth, right? Man, your higher self knows the fucking difference to what the rest of you knows, right, man? That's why you feel that internal frustration about everything, because there's that like disconnect, right? But you're uncomfortable, and the reason why, Amber, you're uncomfortable is because Spirit's trying to push you, right? They're trying to literally, some of you guys, mate, you guys wait until fucking Spirit forces you into this shit. This is what I mean, guys. I was sitting there screaming to the fucking divine, right? I'm fucking sick of this shit, right? I'm fucking sick of this shit, right? Dude, like, I was 3.5 years deep into a fucking drug addiction, right? And I was fucking hustling the streets. I was screaming to I'm sick of this shit. Spirit's like, yeah, but you won't fucking change anything. So you know what happened? The universe forced me out of that shit and put me in fucking prison. And I'm telling you guys, right? Don't fucking wait until chaos and destruction fucking happens in your life before you decide to go, oh, you know what? Yeah, I maybe need to look at my shit and my behavior, right? Like, am I not the prime example, right, of why you don't fucking wait for this shit to just force you into it? Why you choose it? You choose to step into it, right? I haven't been at this psychic fair for over 3 years, right? I had an opportunity the last time I was here, the last time I was doing all these events, right, to level the fuck up and to cut my shit out and to look at what I was doing, to look at the choice I need to make. Did I? No, I didn't, right? So I fucking spiraled and ended up in prison. Now it's different, right? Because I'm not letting anything stop this. This is the last opportunity that I'm going to get, right, at my age, to actually get on my destined path. What am I going to do at fucking 55, 60, mate, right? What value am I going to be to the collective in helping, right, in doing these events when I'm fucking old and fucking decrepit and shit? I can't. I won't have the energy for it, right? But don't wait to be backed into a fucking corner and be like, oh, everything's so fucking hard, right? No, we've made it harder for ourselves by not addressing it where we know it's fucking come up, excusing our behaviour, right? Pretending like we can't. We fucking can. The power of humanity, man. Like, humans have some epic power, man. It's just that, you know, we like to fucking give it away and then pretend like it's been taken from us. It hasn't been taken. We've just given it away, right? We've given it away. You do have this, Amber, but you need to get more firm with yourself, right? You need to. I'm so fucking hard on myself some days, like harder than I need to be, but that's because I have some big fucking dreams, right? I've got some big goals, right? A big purpose. And if I don't fucking stay disciplined, man, and hard on myself and I excuse my behavior, then where am I going to get? Nowhere. I'm going to stay right where I am now. And for me, that's not enough. It's not enough. Right? You have to, like, you know, and there's some truth sometimes, man. We just need to take a shot of cement, harden the fuck up sometimes, right? It doesn't mean be hard and fucking closed off and cold and, you know, disconnected. It means, like, stop excusing our behaviour, right, when we know it's not something we should be justifying, you know. I love you guys so much, right? You guys know that, right? You guys know I say this with fucking love. I know I get, because I do. I'm so fucking passionate about it, because I used to fucking be so pessimistic, right? So like, oh, it's this person, it's that person. It was always everybody else. Everything was always too fucking hard. If it didn't go my way, I would fucking tantrum, right? I know, I've fucking been there, man. And what did it lead me to? Fucking ending up in a place for 10 weeks, and then I'll go, I'm never coming back here, man. I'm never coming back here, right? I never want to fucking go back to that place. That's why I know I've got to stay up on my own ass every fucking day, right? And never make those same mistakes again. I did. Yeah, exactly. Start talking about it so loud that it literally just like starts popping up in your feed. I gotta check the time. It's only 9:30. Yeah, I'm not. No one's come. I'm like, I don't give a shit. There's people like already rocking up here. I'm like, I don't care. I'm not starting until I'm ready, right? Because I got boundaries. I don't like that when people come into the hall and stuff and like already want to try to. Oh, can I? No, you can't. No. It sucks as well when I used to set up all my jewelry stuff and like people just like, no, please don't, just no. I'm not ready, right? Don't touch my shit until it's ready. But we have to, man. We got to fucking like whoop our own ass from time to time, right? I don't want to see any of you guys get to the point where fucking life eats you whole, man, because that's the only way that spirit can get through to you, right? Because it is going to chew you up for a bit and spit you back out, and you're gonna be like, fuck, man, right? It's brutal. Yeah, you can, Divine Fairy. What am I reading about? You've fallen back into that. Midjulie. I don't have to keep saying that, Midjulie. Now I'm getting the visual of Midjulie. Love you, Testy. I was about to say love you, Testy Bestie. My bestie from another Testy. I said to you though, I really don't like. Can you change your @name? Can you change it to like Chaos's bestie from another Testy? I think that would be much more appropriate. Considering you don't go into any other chat rooms, right? No one else cares, right? But can you change it from me, homie? I'd appreciate that. He is a Testy, right? That's one of the nicest things that I call him, right? You should see what I usually call him. Poor Jules, right? Had to cop his mum, discovering how me and Darren talk to each other. And just like, don't let your mum watch my channel, Darren. Don't let her. Now, what did I say? Divine Fairy. Do you have an actual question that you want me to read? Because otherwise, you just need to take that exact advice that I just gave you, right? Because that's all channeled from the Divine Man, right? Channeled from the Divine through me. Speaking of Testy, where's Paul? Paul he's floating around being social with everybody. Hey, Paul. He's just out there just like floating around. Come say hi. Come say hi to the crew. Say hi to the crew. Ralph asked where you were. We had a few people ask where you were. Oh, you want to come sit next to me? Where's Paul? Paul's here. Paul's been social butterflying, right?
Social butterflying.
Leo over here has been like, socialising, whereas I don't want to because.
How are you going, crew?
Because usually these people don't end up.
How is everyone over there?
How are we? Good. Good.
Yeah, good. I'm fine.
He's good.
Yeah.
They had to put Leo's on the stage though, right? Because there's nobody else that's worthy of being up here.
Yeah, I've been a social butterfly over here.
Yeah.
So, what are they saying?
So, there's it was Ralph who asked how you are. You love his accent.
Love my accent. Yeah, I'm a Italian Australian accent.
Yeah, he's got a bit of what we call a wog accent.
Yeah.
I think we will have fun. I said to Deanne, the event organizer, I'm like, you have to put me next to Paul, or else I'm not coming, right? Unless I get next to Paul, I don't want to be here. Who would have been here instead if it hadn't been me?
It would have either been.
So I've stolen somebody's spot, have I?
Either been Claire or would have been.
Oh, that's not. It's just funny.
Yeah, either been Claire or would have been Tia Carey.
Okay.
One of the other girls.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, looks like they put the two best up here anyway, so it seems appropriate, right? All right, let's have a look. Divine Fairy. So, well, I highly suggest you go back and listen to, if that's where you're at that we're talking about, right, then you need to go back and listen to exactly what I just said, right? You need to go back and look at exactly what I said, right? Temperance is here, right? So even Spirit's like, go back and listen to it, right? And start making the changes that you guys need to in order to work through this stuff, right? Get disciplined, man. You need to be disciplined, right? We can't be out here like, again, still making excuses for our shit, right? And again, if you've already, again, like for a lot of you guys, you're avoiding the change, right? What changes are you avoiding? That's what you need to look at, Divine Fairy. You need to look at the changes that you've been avoiding for a long time here, okay? So stop. It's time to drop all the illusions and stuff, right? There is only one path here, one choice here, and it's to look at balancing out all the things that you already know you need to change. And guys, make lists, right? Write things down. When you write things down, it programs your brain. It also keeps you accountable. Have a list. What is it that I need to do? What do I need to look at? Find the tool then that you need to do. Again, everything's about steps, guys. It's not, I want to say it's not hard, but it is, right? It's hard sometimes. But like, think about, okay, I need to change this thing. What do I need to do to change that thing? List out the steps, right? Whatever the modalities are, whatever the steps, the progress, but write the shit down, right? And then you action it, right? You keep yourself accountable with the action. When you don't take action, right, you're going to feel it. You're going to know about it. But Start making lists, guys. Start writing shit down. Your hopes, your goals, your dreams. How you're going to get there.
I'm tuning in.
Do you want to jump in here, Paul, for Divine Fairy?
They're washing away their internal secrets. They're washing away what they're feeling, their emotional selves.
King of Cups in the reverse, right? So exactly what Paul's saying. Okay, so I don't know if you're still holding on to Divine Fairy. I don't know if you're still holding on to a breakup or something again breaking apart here. But it's what's slowing down your growth here. Okay, so you need to leave those cups behind, those emotions behind, in order to get more discipline with your mind, right? We can't focus, man, when we're sitting in fucking emotions, right? Again, it does this. It goes our thoughts to our heart, then our heart to our thoughts, right? And it just circulates, right? But it's because we don't sit and question, right? 4 days into a breakup. Well, give yourself time, man. Jesus Christ. Give yourself time.
They're questioning themselves constantly.
You've only just walked away. You're going to have to give yourself time, right? Because you are, right? You've got a lot there, right? You've got a lot there. But self-control, right? Emperor energy, self-control, discipline.
The abundance is there to hold the key to unlock themselves.
Yeah. It's just we always think that things are outside of ourselves. That's the problem.
Yeah.
So there is something here that you are needing to learn that from this. I feel like Divine Fairy, whatever you've gone through right now, right, it's something that you've gone through. It's a karmic cycle that you've experienced more than once, right? And it's like this is going to be, or Spirit's like, this has to be the final round here. Okay, you are going to have to start protecting your boundaries, right? Protecting your peace here. Otherwise, you're going to keep experiencing that same thing, right? You really thought you'd have victory with this person. You're seeing now that wasn't the right way to go. Because whoever this person is also very, very impulsive too. Okay, but you're just 4 days fresh into a breakup, right? Like step by step, right? Focus right now on what's immediate, right? Prioritize here, okay? So if you're in emergency housing right now, that's your main focus right now is to step by step get your stability, okay? Reach out to the different avenues of help, right? The different like the different oh my god, I'm lost for the word. Like the different community, like things that are available to you in order to help you get on your feet, okay? But you're like, this is technically your rock bottom, right? So right now though, in your circumstances, you need to focus just on allowing the help that's available to you to come in and help you in order to stabilize your situation. Oh wow. Yeah, this is I feel like Divine Fairy, this is going to be your make or break time right now, okay? So, but you have to be logical, reasonable, right? First thing you need to do is take any of the help that's offered to you, try and find any other help that can be available to you, and then build from there, okay? Because then after that, you can focus on the healing. But right now, you have to focus on your physical safety, right? Making sure that you physically have what you need, that your food, you've got food, clothing, roof over your head, right? That's the main focus right now. Try not to worry about anything else right now besides getting yourself into a safe space, but make sure you allow and ask for, and this is really important, ask for the help that you need, right, from the different services that are available to you, right? You need to ask for it, okay? And if that's a hard thing, well, it's going to be a part of the lesson, having to ask for the help. There's no shame in asking for help. I had to, right? The first time I did it was day 5 of isolation. So I was in a single cell the first week in prison. It was my birthday, my 38th birthday. I'd been in there for 5 days, and I was waking up having panic attacks in my sleep. And I had a history of never asking for help, and I literally woke up in a panic, pressed the buzzer, and they're like, yeah, what do you want? I'm like, help. I'm like, I just need help, right? Be okay with asking for help when you need it. I give help, therefore I have to be okay with asking for it and receiving it too, okay? But make sure you're asking for what you need, taking what's on offer, okay? Allow the people that want to come in or are there to come in to help you through, again, the stabilization period right now, because you've got a lot, right? There's going to be a lot. You just need to focus right now on what's the priority, okay? The priority right now is your stability. That's it. Okay, nothing else. Don't go getting too far into, and please don't sit there and go into repeat tarot reads, right? Don't be doing that. Don't be stressing yourself out more. Don't be focused on that. Just, yeah, honey, back to basics, 100%, right? Just, we're taking in the help. We're just trying to get ourselves grounded so that you can at least alleviate some of that stress. When you've got that stress off your plate, then we can start digging into the deeper shit, right? But until then, don't overload yourself, because it will just be like so overwhelming, and then you are more likely to go even further into, into some sort of rock bottom situation. You don't want to do that. Yeah, reground and reset, like what Gala said. But hey, you know what? The great thing is rock bottom, right, is the foundation onto which you can build your success, right? That's the beauty of this. You get to start now from literally the ground up, right? And it is going to be hard. It's not going to be easy, but you're always welcome here, right? If you've got some good friends, right, good supportive friends, utilize them. Don't be ashamed to ask for help, man. None of us have been impervious to needing help. We've all needed help from time to time. Love you, Ralph, homie. Go get some sleep, man. You've had a lot of you've had a lot going on. It's it's so weird having Ralph and DR in the same room, because like you guys have got some similarities as well as some differences, but there's some sort of similarity about your energy, the two of you, that you hold. I don't know, it's weird. Anything else you want to say, Paul?
Yeah, I was sensing like there's going to be breaking of sticks. In other words, you're going to break through that barrier.
Yeah.
So those twigs or those sticks, when you do break through that barrier, they were saying number 5 is coming up.
Change.
So there's going to be change, that big change, and then I see this sun. So that sun is going to be shining through.
And I was going to say, Divine Frere, if you can tell yourself right now that all of this has purpose, man, and actually recognize that it does have purpose, and believe in that fact, right? You are going to feel so much. It's going to feel so much easier, right? Because not easier, but it's easier to accept when, like, if I hadn't have gone through what I went through, I couldn't do what I do here, right? So I know that what I went through, I had to, and it becomes almost something that you're like, you become appreciative of, right? You recognize it. But when you're in the mix of shit, right, it's hard, and you need to be told that everything you're going through right now has its purpose.
Spirit's saying patience with precaution.
Yeah.
And
don't push too far.
You will overcome what's happening to you.
Yeah. Right, but step by step. So like getting, like releasing the emotions, right, and trying to again like release and wash away the emotions,
of what's happening.
Right? Yeah, be aware of like your own emotional state as well. When those emotions are actually impacting your decisions, your choices, or you being able to be in a solution-based mind as well.
Yeah.
So, because it is going to be overwhelming. But again, prioritize what's important right now. Right now, it's getting yourself in a safe spot where eventually you're going to be able to have the mental capacity to go, okay, now I can look at what I need to implement in order to heal the emotions and the rest of that. But just try and don't be too hard on yourself either, though, right? Because again, you got to be gentle right now. Not all in a day, right? Rome wasn't built in a day. Freaking the pyramids weren't built in a day, although maybe they were. Who knows? Maybe they were. Who knows?
So what you're doing is you're flipping between the 3D, the physical, and the spiritual.
Yeah. Count on spirit, rely on spirit, but believe and have faith, right? Blind faith that you're going to make it, right? Blind faith that this is all, it's all a part of your purpose, your path, right? And there's something here that you're going to learn that is going to shift and shape and change your world, right? But just be open to it, right? The more we resist it, the harder it gets. But it's, again, those of you who are going through uncomfortable things right now, or being pushed into or backed into corners, it's because Spirit wants you to get out of your comfort zone, right? That's the only way that you can get into your North Node. So if you're still doing shit out of your South Node, right, staying comfortable, staying small, well, that's the direction you're going to stay, right? You're going to keep staying there. We don't want to get the universe, man, kicking our ass out here like it did with me. It's brutal, man. It's brutal. You like Paul's rings? No, like they're freaking huge, man. Like he's just, he's a Leo. He's an extra. He's extra like that. He's extra like that. It is overwhelming. I know. Trust me. Like when I got out of prison, man, there were so many areas of my life I had to recover. Like from, debts accumulating while I was there. Like So I can't even describe to you, man. Like at least you're not in prison, right? And potentially facing all those consequences too, because that's even worse when you got to try and recover from that. It's pretty hard, right? It's pretty hard. It's pretty hard to go out there and get a regular job these days in anything that I'm qualified for because of my criminal record now. It's pretty hard for me to travel to the countries that I want to now because of my choices. So don't make it that hard on yourselves, guys. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's just my advice. But we've got this, man. We do have this, right? We just need to believe that we've got this, have faith that it's all a part of the journey, man. If it wasn't, right, what would be the point of it? Spirit's not that cruel. They're not that cruel, man, to just throw shit in your path that's got no meaning for you, right? There's either a lesson there, and even the lesson is a blessing, right? We need to understand that those hard lessons are fucking Spirit blessing us, man. It's the blessing. Just because we think it's hard, man, that's like, well, Spirit doesn't know any other way to teach us. If we're not going to kick our own ass, they got to do it for us, right? Do you get annoyed now with all the people that come in here early, like it starts circulating and buzzing like flies? Yeah. Like, can you just let shit get set up, man? It's very like, it's just me being Leo right now, right? Just being like, get out of my space while we're not ready to go. I love that. Look at him, Dazza. Right? Now that's how you want a best friend to be, right? Who goes and changes this fucking ad name for me. I fucking love you, homie. Mirror work to be done, absolutely. And look, you might need to stand in front of the mirror and tell yourself, I know who the fuck I am and I'm worth it, right? That's what we were doing back in the day, right? When we needed to believe in ourselves out here. I know her from somewhere. Her face looks familiar. I think I've read for her before. It's always funny, like I always remember, like even if it's been ages, I always remember somebody that I've like met face to face and read for. All right, guys. Anyway, I'm going to stop it there because it's what time's it? Yeah, it's about we're starting in 8 minutes. Oh shit, sorry. Right. So I just want to go get some fresh air, ring the bell, really loud and annoy some people. Now I just want to go reset before we kick off because it's going to be busy. But once this live's finished, you'll be able to. It'll be on the channel. So once you go to the live tab, it'll be posted there, and so you can go back and listen to it. Cry it out if you need to, man. Cry it out. I've been teary Scorpio season, and that's what I mean. Scorpio season. We are here to work through some deep emotions right now, right? Some deep emotions. Love you guys. Thank you, Gala, DR, Divine Fairy, Dazza. Dazza.
Cheers, guys.
Amber, Ambi Bambi, Lena, if you're still here. All you guys, man. I fucking love you guys so much. I'm going to be off the channel for a couple of days because after today, I will definitely need to recharge. So the energy is always so high in here throughout the day, but the second you pull up in your driveway, man, when you get home, you're like, I just sit there. Do you just sit there for a minute? Like, I can't get out of the car for 2 minutes. So until then, I love you guys. You guys can also go back if you need to, watch any of the collective readings, blah, 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 yada, yada. But I fucking love you guys, right? Take care of yourselves until I'm back. All right? Love you guys. Bye. Mwah.
See you later, guys.